What is up, Keep It Central? It's your host with the most, Nick, and we are back at it again for another episode. I mean, I've lost track of how many episodes we've done so far because I've done quite a lot, and there's many more to come. But right now, I'm with my cousin Westin. Westin, what's up, man? How you been, man?
Hey, I'm great, man. How are you?
I'm doing amazing, bro. It's been so long since I've seen you, obviously, because you've been out in Missouri and do what you do. You kind of want to just like explain what you do just real quick because I think it's pretty cool.
So right now, I am the head of audio for a television station. We record shows. I'm kind of the head of audio for like I think 3 or 4 shows right now. So that's to kind of explain that's me mixing the show. So when someone's ready to talk, I bring up the fader and bring it down. If hey, we're gonna go to a video. Oh, it's called a crossfade. You crossfade that over. Voices down, video up. That's kind of, I mean, that's the short version of what I do because I also do some editing, but that's what I do right now. That's what I do.
And then recently married. Congratulations to you.
Yes.
Brooke is in the back. Hello, Brooke. And so did you meet her when you were working? Is that how you guys met?
So technically,
oh, great.
I went to a trade school. It was technically a trade school first.
Oh, really?
For the the newcomers. So I came in, I think it was, what year was it? 2018?
It was a while ago.
2018.
Yeah.
And then 2019 and then 2020. Brooke was also a student, so that's where I met her. And when COVID hit, that's when me and her actually hit it off.
Hey, let's go.
Because we kind of got some time to ourselves to actually hang out because the school kind of shut down.
It like shut down or like
it kind of went into limbo. It went into limbo of like, what are we doing?
It was kind of like, and
so me and her were kind of in limbo as well. And but that limbo created the free time.
Hey.
Because we're like, well, let's just hang out.
Yeah,
let's see let's ride this out, see what happens.
So who made the first move?
Oh, she made the first move.
Really?
Oh, she made the first move. All of the best things that have ever happened to me came to me. I didn't have to chase.
Right there,
it is. I didn't have to chase nothing.
Oh, it's amazing.
All the best things that stick and stay, they came to me.
I wish, man. I wish that could happen, But hey, maybe in the future, hey.
There's plenty of time.
Yeah, there's plenty of time. I'm only 20, and
20. Okay.
So I mean, I got so much life I gotta go and so much things I want to do. And
yes,
hopefully it'll come one day. Hoping soon, but because I'm kind of lonely. I'm kind of lonely.
Oh, I'm right here. Come on.
So, what was your guys' first date, if you don't mind me? Do you guys know what your first date?
Our first date?
Like, what was like? How did that conversation go? Like, did she make the first move asking you on the date, or did you ask her on the date?
So here's the thing. Since we were kind of a trade school and it was all together, we basically lived together, just in different buildings.
Oh, so it was like a college campus, almost like a dorm room.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't live in the same room as her, obviously, or the same building. But, I mean, technically, we would just, hey, you want to go grab Taco Bell? Cool.
That's
you know what I mean?
First date, Taco Bell.
You know what I mean? So I don't know if we technically had a first date.
Really?
Plus, we were already friends for a long time.
Oh, okay.
So we had already been doing a bunch of different things together and school things together, and it was a small school too.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like there was only like 10 kids or something.
Oh,
because
really?
it's like very centralized.
Huh.
That's what's great about it. You get a lot of attention at the school, so you get you gain your skills really fast.
Yeah. maybe
pretty
I
good.
need to go to that school, man.
It's
maybe
cool.
I need to go, man. Maybe for some.
If you like production.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, we're doing it now. I mean, obviously, I'm not behind the camera, and I'm not, doing all the audio, and I'm not doing like the camera stuff. That's my boy Nemo. So shout out Nemo. He's right behind it right now. But I mean, I'm really liking this, and I hopefully by next year I should be doing this full time, because at the rate we're going,
cool,
and like just as many subscribers as we're getting, and we're almost close to just a little quick tea. Like we're almost at our subscriber count. We're at like 80. We had like just 20
80.
more. Just 20 more to the goal I
100.
want, which is 100. And dude, if I pass it, maybe I may even need to go to 150, because I think we can. But dude, next year I have some really big, ambitious, like really started to go, and I believe that it's gonna take off out of here.
Sky's the limit.
Not only just for me, but for the studio as well. Obviously, Nemo is the head of the studio, and I mean, just some of the stuff that he shared with me, and like the vision is out of this world. And it's like one of those things where it's like, why would I not want to be a part of this? And so, I mean, I'm ready for it. I got huge ambitious stuff, and I mean, I can't wait, and it's gonna be great. But no, I was actually thinking about going back to school. During COVID time, I kind of stopped, because I was like, I like in person. I don't like online. Online to me is like, you don't get like that one, like not that one-on-one interaction, but it's like that in person, it's like when I go to class, like I'm expected to show something, or like some type of work, some type of like drive. But when I'm at home, I get more like relaxed, and I get more lazy, because it's like, oh, I can sleep in, or like I don't have to do this. Or I don't have to do that, And so with that, I was just like, you know what? I'm not doing really good right now. Let me just take some time out. Maybe just start working, a little bit of money. Maybe find something else that I need to do. And then this came about, and I was like, you know what? I think I may want to go back to school for this. Maybe go into more of the business aspect of it. Just so I could, manage myself, like when this thing pops off, because it's going to eventually.
Right.
Get that business aspect of it, and maybe eventually hiring people, and like knowing like certain things. So I may go for that, like some like marketing too, because obviously I need to market myself, and that's what I try to do. So I mean, so I have
a question.
Go for it. Oh, switching the roles here.
I do. I actually, because I'm curious about you. I mean, you're my cousin. I'm gonna ask.
Yeah, why not?
I'm gonna ask some questions about you, man.
Yeah, hey. No,
I want to know how you been. So, but I don't know if you've told this before, maybe you have. How did you get hooked up with all this?
Okay. So I have said this before. If you guys, for everyone that has been watching, if you guys haven't watched it, go watch my very first video. Actually, it's my introduction video. I kind of briefly talked about it, but not crazy. And then I think it was a couple videos back, me and Nemo actually switched roles to where he was actually the host and I was the interview, like being interviewed about it.
Sure.
That kind of has more in depth, but kind of give you like the quick kind of like backstory. So I didn't really know what I wanted to do coming out of high school. So like I didn't really have like a drive really to do anything, and to the point where actually, again, like I kind of dropped out of college because I just like, I found no time. I'm wasting time taking all these classes I already taken in high school. Why would I want to retake them, take all this money when I'm just retaking the same stuff and I'm not going anywhere with it. I'm not learning anything. It's like, this to me, math does not equate to this, like it just doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
But anyways, but yeah, so, and then one day I started working, and I started listening to a lot of podcasts at work because I work in a labor yard. So I work in like quote unquote like construction and landscaping, but I just supply the stuff.
Right.
And so long hours, they allow you to like pop an earbud in and listen to music or do whatever. So I listened to a lot of podcasts, and I'm like, man, like I think this would be really cool. I think I actually be really good at this. Then I met Nemo at my church. So thank you, Nemo. So I met Nemo at my church, and he did YouTube. And I was like, I was like, okay. And so like, and then I was like really trying to like figure out maybe like, how can I do this? But like, I need a camera. I need this. I need like some type of set. Like what would I be able to do?
Right.
And then funny enough, I don't know if it was that day, but he made a video saying, hey, me and my wife are going to create this thing called Grace Studios, and we're looking for people to come and create, whether that's a podcast or whatever.
That's awesome.
And I heard podcast, and I was like, yep, that's what I'm going to do. That's my connection. And so,
That's
and I
awesome.
don't think it's an accident.
Right.
Meeting at the time that we did, because I don't know how long was it that, Nemo, do you remember like when you came to the church, or like when it was?
I think I was already there.
Like a month.
I was there for at least a month and a half too.
Yeah. So
Month
he
and a
like
half,
just
too.
got there, like quote unquote, like I guess just got there. And I didn't really know him that well, but now obviously I know him very, very well because he's my producer, my editor. But yeah, so then I was like, yo, I want to do this. Can you help me? He's like, yeah, absolutely. And so then we started it, man. And we've been rolling and trusting God. And I mean, God has provided, man.
Yeah.
And now it's become what it's become. And all thanks to him and thanks to everybody else.
I've been seeing your view count go.
Hey, bro, I'm
That's
telling
cool.
you,
It's cool.
One day it's gonna be like one of those days where it's like I'm gonna wake up in the morning and I'm gonna see like I go absolutely viral, and I'm gonna be calling everybody. I'm gonna call Nemo. Like, I'll be like waking up my mom and she's like,
Mom, I did it. Mom, I did
Guess
it.
what, Mom? Yeah. But yeah. So I mean, it's gonna happen, and I can't wait. So that's kind of like the short story. Of
That's exciting.
How I got started. But yeah, so that's what it was, man.
Yeah, but no, I feel it, and that's why I wanted to see if I could help in any way. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I saw this
and you
and
already
I'm like,
have.
dude, this is cool, and I want to support this as much as I can.
Yeah. And you already have. If you guys don't know the my reels, and at the end of maybe this video, your music or your beat that you made for me at the very end, you supplied that for me, and so I'm thankful for that 100% because it makes everything just
honestly
ton better because it's like original stuff. And I actually, when I was at your house last night, your parents' house last night, your brother Cameron was playing some beats. I don't know if he make beats too as well.
He makes like synthwave like beats, like 80s vibe type beats.
Which I thought were cool. And then he showed off some of yours. Can I have some of those? Yeah. I was just might as well just start asking because I'm like,
bro.
I told Cameron, I was like, hey, I may need to buy this off your brother.
Yeah.
Like, I needed to ask him for some like licensing agreements or some like.
Well, that's kind of my dream.
Really?
That's I mean, what I'm doing right now is as a dream come true. I really love it. But my real dream from, what I've always wanted to do is be kind of a music producer. And I kind of would like to make my own music, obviously. But those sites where you can get like no copyright sounds? Like you can buy them. So
I'm not too familiar with it, but yes. Nemo
I can't remember one right now. I think there's like...
Was like SoundCloud one of them?
SoundCloud is more, I would say SoundCloud's probably more for just producing your own, you can do it too. You can do it there too. But I'd kind of basically like to create my own website to where I just post my music on there and people could just pay like a membership just to take different songs.
I may need to do that. So start that, and I'll be your very first one. I'm telling you right now, because your stuff is great.
Like that would be fun. That would be awesome to me because I love just trying to pump stuff out that people can use, and there's nothing better than creating something and letting someone else, take a part in it, and like you see your song on TV, and you're like, oh, that's my gosh, I spent hours putting that together.
Yeah,
that's my baby, and now. Everyone gets to see my baby, you know what I mean, and hear my baby, I know that's probably how you feel with baby. YouTube, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I hope that so my kind of dream for this, which I've already kind of explained, but just so you know, obviously Fresno is like it's a big but small town, so I feel like it's big in the sense of like there's a lot of people here, but small in the fact that it doesn't get enough recognition. I feel like it's because
yeah.
we're in big marketplaces. Obviously, you got LA down south, you got the Bay
Yeah.
Area, and that's like kind of like media capitals, quote unquote, of the world,
Right.
other than like New York,
Right.
Atlanta, some of these other big places.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is like I feel like the recognition for Fresno is not there.
We're also kind of the butt of a lot of jokes.
We are. I feel like that's more Bakersfield though. Right?
You're going to Fresno?
You're going to Bakersfield. You're going to Bakersfield.
Sorry about that.
Sorry for
man.
anyone that's watching from Bakersfield. I mean, no offense, but like,
No.
like you go to Bakersfield, but no. But yeah. So I feel like we just don't get a lot of recognition, and I feel like the Fresno area. Obviously, you got people. I don't know if you watch sports, but Jalen Green went here, and he was the second pick in the NBA draft.
Oh.
And so he's from here, and he reps the Fresno area.
Cool.
And that's
Cool.
what I love. We went and we saw was it Mikey Garcia? Does he rep that area, or is it the other guy? Is it do you remember his name? Oh shoot, I'm so sorry. Okay, we'll come back to that.
Isn't Derek Carr? He's on
Derek
the Raiders.
Carr,
He's right
Derek
from
Carr
here, right?
And his brother David
Oh.
from Fresno State.
Oh.
They both played. Obviously, they play and they rep Fresno. I mean, I know Derek Carr before. I don't know if he still does it, but he did a lot of things with Valley Children's Hospital
Oh.
because I
didn't
think
know that.
one of his children was like diagnosed with
Oh.
something, but I'm not too sure.
Probably a
But I
family
know he
member,
really, really supports Valley Children's. And I mean, you got like our athletes are crazy. You get obviously Nemo's into vintage, so he's like vintage tees. He likes his sneakers. He likes stuff like this. And the scene down here as well is pretty big, at least with pop-up shops with like sneakers and like old vintage clothing and whatever the case may be.
Right.
The car scene, which I had my friend Scatty who was actually in the car scene.
I watched
It's
that.
huge. He says it's crazy, and a lot of people don't know about it.
Yeah.
And I mean, it is crazy because you have people down Blackstone and they race, and they do it all the time. And I've never been a part of it, but I've seen it, and it's crazy.
I'm a car guy. I love cars too. So
You do.
Whenever
love
I
cars.
come back home and I hear I'm like, huh?
What is your favorite car? Now we're on that topic because I totally forgot you loved cars. I know you had some like
Favorite car? Dude, there's too many to pick from.
You
You gotta
go.
give
We can give your top 5.
people ask me all the time, hey, what's your favorite car? Honestly, dude, it changes every day.
Really?
I mean,
Just whatever.
people are like, oh, dude, you gotta get a Toyota Supra. Because that's the big,
Hey, okay.
That's the car right now.
Speaking of, I don't know if you watched the video, right? Of the one I did with my boy Scotty.
yeah.
Civic or Supra? We got to settle this right now because I don't know if a lot of people really settled it. It was more 50-50, but people said Civic. What do you think?
What Civic or Supra?
Which one do you have to choose? If you had to choose one and you could soup it out to whatever you need to be,
So which Supra? Because there's a brand new one that just came out,
whatever Supra.
and then there's the older one, like the older kind of
Just
version.
whatever Supra. I don't know. I just said just the make like Toyota Supra or Honda Civic.
Just the name. Just the name?
Yes. So yeah, and just any. You can pick any car.
Civic or
You can
Supra?
pick any build. Like you can soup it up to whatever style you want. Which one is better?
Probably, I'll probably pick a Supra.
That's what I thought.
It's the name. I mean, when people tell Joe, I got a Civic.
Yeah, I have a
Cool.
Civic. Like, and no one says nothing about it.
But you say,
I got a Supra.
I got a Supra. They're like, huh?
A
Is that a Supra?
Is that a Supra? yeah, like, ooh, Supra.
So that's, I mean,
never
if you like
seen
it flashy, probably go for the Supra.
Yeah.
But
That's what I thought.
But some people like sleepers. A sleeper to where it's like, it's like kind of like
It's
a
like a low-key.
junky looking car or something.
It's
It
like a
doesn't look that
low-key.
fast. And then you get in a race with them and they smoke you, bro. Then you get a Civic. Get a Civic. But I probably wouldn't take my Civic to a car show.
But see, that's
I mean, I don't know. It's what you want.
yeah, that's what I thought. When I was creating it, I was like, okay. I mean, it's like in my mind, I was like, oh, Supra all the way. Like, what would you not like? Some like Civics are nice. Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong, but
Yeah.
Supra I think are like way cooler, you know. And when I said it, they were like, and I was like, are you kidding me? Like, is it that hard to decide? And they were like, I don't know. And I'm like, are you serious? Like in my mind, I'm like, okay, Supra is the way to go.
Yeah, because it's a Supra.
It's a Supra.
Yeah.
But I guess Nemo's shaking his head. He disagrees with me.
But I don't blame it because the Civics are a lot lighter. Civics are lighter, so you can get them to go pretty quick. I mean, you could fix them up and go really quick.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, I don't know. I play a lot of racing games.
Oh, like Forza?
Forza Horizon 5.
I know you played a lot of Need for Speed.
Yeah.
You played a lot of Need for Speed.
Where do you think the love for cars came from?
Fast and Furious?
No. You like Fast? You like Fast and Furious? Huh?
Okay. Let me. Okay. I do like the movies. I think they're funny, but
it depends.
They got kind of ridiculous.
It depends.
Space.
Like
really, bro? Like space, dude. Come on, man. You stick a Pontiac with a rocket engine in the back. It's like, come on, man. Really?
I mean, you got to go in with a mindset, and it's got to be the right mindset. If you go in with dude, this is going to be a realistic action movie where it's going to be then you're going to hate it. But if you go in and you're like, this is a Marvel movie, you're going to be like this. Oh, I like this.
Yeah,
you know
but
what I mean?
The first couple
Superhero
were
movie.
pretty accurate, I think.
Right.
I think.
Right.
Obviously the first Fast and Furious was pretty good. Too Fast, Too Furious, obviously pretty good.
Right.
And then they started veering off to more of like you're telling me like you could like jump off toward a helicopter, like all slow motion, hang a grenade, and like blow up the chopper.
My guess is,
and survive a car crash, like that crazy.
My guess is they wanted more, I don't know, probably revenue and watchers.
Oh, yeah.
Because I mean, I feel like more people would like all the action, rather than just like just cars. Because like there's not that many car people, but there's a lot of people who like action movies. You know, so it's just like a number. That's my guess. They're like, you know what? We did the car thing, and the car thing was cool, but a lot of people like action movies.
And it's just the comedy in it too is also funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
You better hide your baby oil. You better hide that big forehead. That was so good. That scene was actually improvised, which is funny. I never knew that. I thought that was like a real like part of the movie, and it wasn't. It was actually improvised.
Oh,
part.
I didn't know that.
It was like improvised, and the spit take from Luda. That was funny too. He's like, which was good, and I thought that's probably my favorite like comedy part in all the Fast and Furious.
Do you like The Rock?
Yeah.
I'm probably not a fan of The Rock.
I mean, I go back and forth. There's parts that I think it's like funny, but then other parts I'm like, come on, bro.
I feel like, here's the thing. If I'm supposed to like something, I probably won't like it. And I feel like The Rock is something I'm supposed to like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Who doesn't like The Rock?
Exactly.
But
exactly.
it's like you got people that are just like, I don't know.
I feel he's too much of a typecast. He's the same person in every movie to me. That's my problem with him. He's the same person in every movie.
Hey, I gotta say though, Kevin Hart and Dwayne Johnson are like the perfect duo.
They are funny together.
They're just so funny.
They're funny. Yes, they're funny together. They are. I agree.
What is my height in real life? Oh, do you want the real answer, or
yeah.
do you want me to mess with you? He's like, oh, well, in real life, he's actually 4'2". He's like, no way, bro. No, but they're funny together, and I think they're really cool. But yes. Yeah, I have my opinions on Dwayne Johnson. I think his mentality and his work ethic is really
that's fair.
Up there.
That's fair.
Like if you had to copy someone's like work ethic and like mentality and like getting something done, he's the guy. Like he's that guy to like really get something done.
I'm not here to hate, but I do have a taste. And he's not my taste.
But who is your taste? What is your taste like?
Unless we're talking about his rap career, it's about drive. It's about
we say hunger, we know about.
No,
Nemo, do you know? Yeah. Are you embarrassed or?
It's about drive. I think it's a better TikTok sound than it is just a song by itself.
Yeah, you automatically knew like that was gonna be a meme of some kind because like as soon as like he was like, oh, Dwayne The Rock's he's rapping now.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, this is gonna be great. Like this is gonna be hilarious.
Wait, I know you guys like shoes, right? I mean,
Nemo is he. I know he does. I do, but I'm not really into him anymore. Jake, however, he's into.
I saw his shoes.
He did.
They were Air Force Ones, but they were different.
Yeah,
On the tag, they had something different.
It's the Drew League, which is one of my coaches I had last week. He was an assistant coach in the Drew League. He coached LaMelo Ball.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big baller brand.
Big baller brand, bro. Dude, I as much as the people don't like LaVar Ball and the Big Baller brand, I find them super entertaining. I do.
I agree.
I find them super entertaining. Like,
I agree.
Big Baller never. I can beat Michael Jordan 1-on-1. My son's gonna be better than Steph Curry. Like, it's just hilarious, bro. Like, I'm just like, dude, this guy. It's all clout. It's all clout.
It is funny,
but it's hilarious. Like, how can you not? I find him hilarious, and I do.
Okay, well, I know I'm not hosting, but I did want to ask you guys a question.
Yeah, go.
What about? Did you guys hear about Virgil?
I did. I didn't know until this morning because
I didn't know about it until I knew about him, but I didn't know about it until this morning.
Yeah. Dang.
That's sad. He died from cancer. I guess he was fighting it privately. He didn't tell everybody. Yeah, I got. So that's pretty sad.
I don't know how do you feel about? Do you think people should tell like that? He should tell like people like, yo,
hey guys, I'm
actually,
sick.
Like, yeah.
Hey guys, I'm dying.
Like I'm going through something right now. Like, yeah, I'll need to like maybe just chill so people know about it. So I feel like that kind of stinks. Like, why would you not want to tell anybody like, hey, I'm going through this. Can you help me out? Like,
I don't know. I mean,
because I think Chadwick Boseman did the same thing.
I don't think I would tell.
I think some of his like.
They knew it, he just never publicized it too much.
Yeah.
He didn't push it.
Went to the left.
Like to the right of it. Yeah. He kind of like veered away from the question.
Didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah. Well, because I feel like it is a personal matter, but at the same time, it's kind of like, hey, like I'm not doing too hot.
But here's what I think. The problem with if you get sick or something like that, and you start telling everybody, you're gonna die, being remembered as the one who died from cancer, and that's it. But if you just keep
that's a good point.
If you just keep pushing until the end, and you want to be remembered as someone who pushed until the end, don't tell anybody. And now we remember him as someone who was pushed to the end, not someone who just happened to die from cancer.
Yeah. We wanted them going out fighting.
Right. Or going out fighting or they want to leave a legacy of what they've done, not what they died from. You know what I mean?
Make that a clip, Nemo. That's a clip. And that's
why I wouldn't. And here's the thing. Let's say he gets better and he told everybody he got cancer. He's still going to remember it as the guy who asked for help for the cancer. Not asked for help. It's like that was a problem.
But he had cancer.
He's the one who got cancer.
Yeah.
It'd be cool that he's got better and all, but then his designs, his shoes, his clothes, his brand would start taking less presence than his his personal struggle.
What if he didn't say and he was just like, hey, I don't know if you guys knew, but I was battling cancer this entire time and I'm free now.
Yeah.
Like,
no, that would
what?
Now that would be cool.
Whoa, and then
that would be cool.
Yeah.
But that would be cool.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. There's just so many things that are just going on like in the world. It's just kind of like crazy. Like I know we talked about it last week when I had my coach here. We talked about Kobe Bryant and how crazy that was to like everybody. Because you would think of somebody as like iconic as Kobe Bryant.
Right.
You would think that would never happen. But it happens. And it's crazy. Yeah. You know? And it's like one of those things where it's like, man, that kind of stinks a little bit. You know? And it stings because you're like someone that seems so like impenetrable and invincible in a way.
Yeah.
To just like he's gone. It's just kind of like, dang.
Yeah, you never think it's gonna come. You don't think that's coming. You're just like, when's the next game? Oh, he's not gonna be there. Why? Oh, he died in it.
Yeah.
What?
It's like crazy.
What?
Yeah. It's just, you know. But hey, I mean, everyone has their day, you know.
This took a dark turn.
I did. Actually, let's get off
dark
of this.
turn,
we really
bro.
need to get off of this topic. I'm sorry. That was really Yeah, that was really bad.
I
bad.
thought I would bring up Virgil because I don't really have anybody to talk to about it, to be honest. Because I'm in Missouri. They're not.
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about him
Yeah.
personally, or
No,
what he was really doing.
me
I just
neither.
heard his name, like Virgil. Like that's the first thing, like Off-White.
Yeah.
That's kind of like what you think of.
Yeah, yeah.
But I never really knew like his story, like where he came from. Like I didn't really
No,
know
yeah.
a whole lot about him.
Me
until,
neither,
you know,
but I just knew all I knew is how
he was
influential
iconic.
he
Yeah,
was.
Iconic. Yeah, almost. Yeah.
That's all I know is how influential he was. I mean, you can even see it in other shoes, like his stuff with Nike and stuff. They'll kind of push stuff that kind of looks like it might be his design, but not, just because that's how influential he is.
Yeah.
Whatever he makes is what people like and want.
Yeah.
So they start kind of, oh, that kind of looks like something he would make, like putting like the text in random places on the shoes and things like that.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
yeah.
that's sad, man. I want to maybe switch gears a little bit because how long have you been in Missouri for? Is it 2 years now?
I think it's gonna be
2.5, 3?
like 3.5.
3.5?
Because I went to school for 2, and then I've been working there because that's what happens after the trade schools.
Yeah.
You either kind of scoot because you don't like it, or you stay and you work because it's like a trade school. You learn to work there. So I've been working for about 1.5 years there as just an employee.
But you've been in Missouri because that's why I'm kind of
Yeah,
going
3.5
in Missouri. So I recently got to visit my friend Sam because he's from here, and he goes to school at Evangel. That's where he goes to school.
Okay.
And he's finishing up his last semester there. But I went in the summer to go visit him.
Okay.
Because I've never been to Missouri. He talks so much about it, and I was like, yo, I want to go. And he's in Springfield.
Cool.
And man, the weather is so just like.
Yes.
That's what's crazy about it, because I've never been. Obviously, here it's like summers are hot, winters they're like cold, and it's like specific. Over there, it's like one day it could be super hot and humid. The other day it could be rainy and like thunder.
Did it rain when you were there?
It did rain a little bit, but not like a whole lot. I remember when we were driving up to St. Louis. We were just to go visit. We wanted to see the Arch, and we wanted to go visit the town.
Cool.
We got to see the St. Louis Cardinals, like their stadium.
Cool.
And when we were driving there, it started to rain like heavy.
Yeah, dude.
And then like 30 minutes later, it's just stopped and it's bright skies and sunny. I'm like, how does that work? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. But
I mean, I was just talking yesterday to some people because I had a little party at my house. Since I've been living in Missouri, I came to California because I'm newly married.
Yeah.
To celebrate the marriage with my other side of the family that wasn't able to really come to the wedding itself because it's all the way in Missouri. But I was telling them, when it rains, dude, like because I'm from California, pretty much been here my whole life until I left.
Yeah.
You know, when it rains, you can kind of go to the store, get something if you need it. I mean,
it's not
and
like terrible.
You're fine.
You can even work in the rain. Like I unfortunately sometimes have to work in the rain when it rains, but most of the time I stay inside. But it's bearable.
But in Missouri,
It's a
dude,
different story.
when it comes down, it comes down, dude.
Yeah, and thankfully, by when the time was there, because I wanted to do so much, we were able to do it because it wasn't raining a whole lot. And if it was raining, we were traveling. I got to go to Lambert's for the first time.
Right. Chucking bread around.
Chucking bread around, dude. I'm telling you right now, that threw me off so much.
Really?
Because I didn't know. I had no idea where he's taking me. I was like, hey, I want to go to a lot of places here. Like St. Louis, obviously their barbecue. I want to go to a barbecue spot there.
Definitely.
Whatever restaurants you think is like crazy and out there, take me to it. He's like, okay, we're gonna go to Lambert's tonight. I'm like, okay, cool. I don't know what it is, but I'm taking it. It's more of like country cooking,
sure.
like
Southern,
grits,
home,
like, something like that. Yeah.
Food, soul food.
Yeah. And so I went in, I was like, wow, this place is really cool. Like they have all the stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm like walking in, and all of a sudden, he was asking me what I wanted. I think I got like pork chops or something like that. And I got their drink. That threw me off. And I was like, what the heck is this? So I ordered a drink, and it was just a normal drink. Just regular. They'd have I don't think they have sizes. I can't remember, but they
it's
just have
just
their
a
normal,
cup, bro.
It's a drink. That sucker was like this big, and I was like, I looked at my friend Sam. I was like, "This mine?" I like looking back at the way. I was like, "Yo, is this mine?" He was like, "Yeah, this is our normal." And he's like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "I'm California. He's like, makes sense. And I was like, this is mine? He's like, yeah, this is our regular. And I was like, this is a regular, bro? Are you sure I didn't say like extra large? Because this thing was like huge.
You mean this isn't for the whole table? What is it?
Yeah, it was huge. And then the guy with the bread came around with the bread rolls. And I was like, what the heck is this? All of a sudden, I see a bread roll flying across. I looked at him. I was like, yo, bro. I'm like, did you see that? He's like, yeah. I'm like, dude, they're chucking bread. Like, they're bread rolls, man. And he's like, yeah, that's what they do here. I'm like, no. He's like, yeah, man. I was hoping you didn't find out because on their thing it says Lambert's home of the bread, like
thrown bread or the bread lob.
Like yeah, the bread launch or whatever. And I was like, thankfully you didn't see that because you probably would have asked about it and I wouldn't have told you, but thankfully you didn't see it. And so I wanted to catch you by surprise.
Awesome.
Like, and he's like, yeah, they throw bread. Like you just say, hey,
that's
pass
awesome.
me a bread roll and they chuck it. And I was like, no way. And I still have videos on it and like what they did. And then so all of a sudden he comes back like a second round. He's chucking bread, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
This guy walks up to him. They start talking. They have a little commotion.
Okay.
He goes to the very end and he's on the opposite end. And I mean, the kid just chucks that thing. And I was like, yo, I'm pretty sure he just asked the man, just throw me as fast as you can, just like from across the restaurant.
Dude.
And I'm like, dude, this is a restaurant I would want to work at because if I'm this guy, I'm just like, and it's like he's throwing them at kids and the kids are missing. They're like, they get smacked in the head and they're just like, oh, and they're laughing because it's so funny. Like I just got hit with bread, bro. Like
it is funny.
That was cool. Man, we just did so much, and we went to Bass Pro.
Yeah,
I love Bass Pro.
I'm glad you
love
had fun,
Bass
dude.
Pro, and it's amazing. I bought so much stuff. I bought a lot of stuff, and it was funny because, I got to hold an AR. Like I got to hold the assault rifle, right?
Whoa.
And
Rittenhouse, calm down.
Okay,
calm down, Rittenhouse.
Okay. We're not gonna get into that. It's too political.
Sorry. Never mind.
But I in California, if you guys don't know, gun laws are a little bit stricter than it is in the West and in the Midwest.
Yeah.
So here it's like you gotta have like a permit. You can't really like hold a bunch of stuff. We don't even sell like assault guns. Like we carry like shotguns, pistols, whatever, right? And so I went there. And I was holding a couple things, like just some sidearms and some shotguns, whatever.
Cool.
My friend Sam, he's like, hey, yo, ask him if you can hold an AR. And I was like, what? He's like, ask him if you can hold an AR. And I was like, there's no way that's even like possible. Like that's not even close, right? Because obviously I'm from California. That's not even remotely possible.
They're not going to let you. Yeah.
Yeah. And so she's like, just do it. I was like, okay. And I was like, hey, can I hold an assault rifle? He's like, yeah, which one? I was like, what? He's like, yeah, which one? I'm like, that one. And I'm like holding. I was like, oh, like I just see the color in my eye. I'm just like, oh, like brain. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're so pretty.
That's
and he's like, where are you from? I'm like, California. He's like, makes sense.
Yeah,
and
you got a lot of those.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Like I understand why it's crazy, but no, Missouri was super fun, and I want to go there again. But I think he's coming back home. I think this next semester, so he'll be home. Hopefully, he said most likely he'll be here and living here for whenever.
Cool.
But he may decide to stay there, and if so, I get to go out there and visit him.
Yeah,
so
dude,
it's cool, and I really do like it. Missouri is a really cool place. I spent $500 worth of fireworks.
What? Oh.
Sorry, mother.
Whoa.
Mom, I know you probably didn't know this, but yeah, I did. I spent $500 worth of fireworks. So
surprise.
Yeah.
Big surprise.
Yeah. So it was 4th of July is when the time I went. I went with he was working. I went with his roommate, Adam.
Cool.
We were going and so we were going and we went to like this local like turn off spot near like a Dollar General or like this Dollar Tree place.
They're everywhere.
And where they sell fireworks. It was during that time. And so they were like, this lady greeted me. She's like, hey, like, are you looking for anything specific today? I was like, what's your biggest one? And she was like, okay, well, this is our biggest one. And it was a deal. It was like $75 for like 5 of like the pretty good sized ones. I was like, okay. I was like, Adam, can you give me a card? He's like, yeah, I'll get you a card. So he like grills me like this over like a little wagon. And I'm like, okay, well, bung.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, which one's your second biggest? And they're like, they looked at me like, yo, are you for real? I was like, yeah, which one your second biggest? And they were like, okay, well, this will be us. It was like $50. I was like, okay, boom, boom. Okay. Which one's your next one? And they were like, dude, like, what are you doing? Like, and then, so when we get to like the, we get to like Roman candles and to the bottle rockets, and I just take stacks. And
oh my gosh, dude!
I mean, $10 for like 5, and I like zoom, and these are like packets of 10, and I'm like and I'm just like pulling off, and everybody's like looking at me like, what is this white guy doing? Like, what is he doing? Like preparing for like some war or something? Yeah. And it got so full to where I had to get another basket.
Whoa.
It got that big, and I was like, just kept shoving in stuff. Total came out to like $490.
Oh my!
About $500.
Gosh!
And everyone was like, "Oh my gosh! Like this is crazy." And so my buddy Sam, we went to his family because he has family that lives in Missouri. So we went to his family's ranch, and they were like, "So how much fireworks you got?" And I'm like, $500 worth. Whoa! And they were like, "What?" And I was like, I'm from California. I'm going to make this a 4th of July I'm never going to forget, because obviously this is all the stuff that they have there is pretty much illegal in California.
Right.
So I was like,
here.
I'm like, yeah, I must spend quite a bit of money. And they were like, wow, really? And so, dude. I mean, our fireworks, and little did I know, their cousins got like almost like $750 worth of fireworks as well. So we had a great time. I was shooting fireworks. I mean, it was like multiple hours. So it was really, really cool.
Keep it central. Hype beast friendly and firework beast friendly.
Oh, come on. Like, hey, man. Hey, if I ever go to Missouri again during 4th of July, I'm definitely going to make that a vlog. Because why not, you know? I'm heading to Cleveland in a couple weeks. So that's going to be fun. I'm going to be vlogging that. We're going to go to a Browns game, and we're going to go see the Hall of Fame, and we're gonna go all crazy stuff. But yeah, so kind of to maybe just wrap things up, because this is great.
This was fun.
This was amazing.
This was fun.
Do you have any advice? I know I didn't tell you this beforehand, but do you have any advice, motivation, words of wisdom that you can kind of give people that want to see to start creating, or they want to, do podcasts, or they want to do audio stuff, or do you have any like words of wisdom to like live by, and kind of just want to end it off with that?
I have 2 things. One thing is, obviously, it's about drive. It's about power. No,
we say hunger,
but it is. I mean, in the way that you, if you want it, do it. You know what I mean? Go make it happen no matter what. I mean, especially if you're talking about anything media. I know you may not have the most expensive camera, the most expensive microphone, but your phone probably works just as good.
And
your phone works just as good. You got to start somewhere. You know what I mean? You got to start. You can start anywhere. And it will grow, because it can always grow. You always want to build towards that growth.
Yeah.
But as far as, once you've made it and you're awesome, whatever, I want to speak to that, because I know you're obviously going to skyrocket.
Yeah.
So I think the best advice you could ever, or best thing you could ever do as far as once you're successful, is just stay humble and treat people with respect. That's it. I mean, that should be no matter what. That's the baseline.
Yeah.
Because when let's say I make you a song or something like that, or you're working with because you're going to be working with other people.
Oh, absolutely.
When you're working with other people, the nicer you treat them, the better the job they're going to want to do for you. If you start, oh my gosh, hey, the mic doesn't, gets in my face, or get out of my, can you get this? Or you so, you know what I mean? They're not going to
be like, why am I here?
They're going to be like, okay, you know what I mean? But if you're very nice and you're respectful, hey, thank you. You know what? I really see what you're doing. I really appreciate all your help. Couldn't do this without you. You are going to be, the product's just going to get better and better and better. And you're just, it's just going to skyrocket.
Yeah.
And you're going to have a great time doing it too. And you're going to realize all the people you do this with, like you already know, are going to start becoming your best friends.
Oh, absolutely. And I've said this multiple times throughout my videos that I've made. One of them being like, I can care less about the fame.
Yeah.
I can care less about money.
Yeah.
What I care about is the love and the passion that I have doing this.
Yeah, dude.
And making other people grow.
That's what
as
keeps
well
it
as
going.
myself. Yeah. And it's because everyone I want to have on as my guest, I want to expose them as much as they're exposing me, because I want to grow together. I want to have those relationships.
Right.
And another thing is if I have a quote unquote status of like a fan base,
Sure.
I don't want to be that person that's like, you're not good for me. I don't want to be you because you're not on my level. I don't like that. I want to inspire people to, like, if I can do it, you can do it.
Yeah.
Inspire. And another thing is I don't want to like be rushed into like leaving my fans. If I get any, or like a fan base, like I want to stay with every single person until they get an autograph or picture, whatever they need to feel happy.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you don't know what that person's going through. And if you miss a picture or a photo or whatever, because you had something more important to do, you don't know what they're going to go home to at the end of the night.
Wow.
But if you take a picture or take an autograph or whatever the case may be, you say, "What's up?" Like simple as just "what's up" or "hi." Like I acknowledging you.
Yeah.
You can make it their day and like switch their whole trajectory of life. Because like if you can do that, and they're like, man, I want to do this. Like I want to see if I can do this. And you never know, because maybe 5 years down the road, you can meet that same person and they're like, yo, I looked up to you and you inspire me.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like, dude. And that's what I want.
That's awesome.
That's my quote unquote dream, is to do that.
That is a different. That's not what I usually hear. I hear all the time. All I'm hearing is, I don't want to take a picture with every. You know what I mean?
No,
that's what I hear all the time. That's a very refreshing take. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and you got those people that, and Nemo has even said this a couple times, but he's worked with people that are like they're too stuck up in themselves. They're too prideful in themselves, and they like want a certain thing done or no, I can care less.
Wow.
Because again, at the end of the day, I'm doing something that I'm passionate about.
Just trying to reach people.
And again, you never know. It's just sharing positivity and inspiring. And that's my main goal at the end of the day. And that's what I want everybody that comes in there to feel.
Very cool.
I don't want to be too prideful.
Very cool.
Pride is the devil.
Stay humble.
Stay humble. And that's my thing, man. And so I hope you guys take some of that and just apply it. Oh, well, that voice crack. Apply it to you guys and your life, man. And whatever you guys doing, if you have some sort of following or whatever, just be humble and know that you couldn't do it without people, and people surrounding you, and surrounding yourself with people that are also smarter than you, I think is another good one.
Yeah,
surround people that are smarter than you.
Definitely.
And then you'll learn more knowledge from them.
Definitely.
I think Dwight Eisenhower said that. Dwight E. Eisenhower, I think he said, so as much successful as you are, surround yourself with people that are smarter than you, so you can learn. And so that's what we take it, man. And that's what we do. So, well, again, thank you for coming on, man.
Yes.
Obviously, I want to have probably Luke on.
Sure.
Obviously, he does Twitch streaming and he loves his video games, and I definitely want to talk about more about that with him. And so you may have that coming up soon.
Yeah.
But congratulations to you and Brooke.
Yes, thank you.
Married. And I hope your life goes great. And when you guys go back to Missouri, and I hope work goes well and get more promotions and more thing, and you guys skyrocket.
Thank you.
Do you have an Instagram?
I do. Is
it SKOT?
No, it used to be. That used to be my Instagram.
Just Westin Peters.
What is it? I think it's just Westin Peters now. I recently changed it. Let me look it up.
Okay. Does your company have an Instagram that you work for?
No. No.
I'm about to say we could put them both down, but so I'll just put his Instagram down below. You can catch up with whatever he's gonna do, and in his future, obviously with making music and your production, audio production, and cool things that are gonna come up in your life, because you're gonna boom just as much as I'm gonna boom, and I'm ready for that.
It's gonna be great.
So yeah, thank you for coming on again. Keep it central. That is time to wrap it up, and it's Westin. I'm Nick. We are out. Peace out, guys. Have a good one.